This is not a bad movie. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell. I saw Eric Reloaded's tweet. I'm not going to tell Eric or Geeks and Gamers or anybody else how to do their YouTube channel. But anytime you rely on Rotten Tomatoes, whether it's for a false narrative, a true narrative, or any narrative, half truth or otherwise, Rotten Tomatoes is owned by a movie company. You can't trust it. It's owned by Universal. If Universal makes a big budget movie like Super Mario Brothers, you think that's going to get a low score? Of course not. You can't trust Rotten Tomatoes. Rely on the people near you. Rely on word of mouth. But this was a great, and one of the biggest surprises was that the actress who plays Mary, right? Mary Marvel, Lady Marvel, right? It's the same actress this time. When I saw the behind the scenes for the Shazam, the first movie, I thought it was strange that you had another actress playing Mary Marvel. She didn't look that much different in height and weight. She was probably 10 years older, I think. I'm not sure. But it always felt strange that that actress was playing Mary Marvel when the one that is playing the one without powers, the real life Mary, right? She could easily play both roles. So in the suit, in the skirt, without the skirt, she's Mary Marvel. She's both characters. But I mean, this time she is, but last movie she wasn't. So I found that very heartwarming, welcoming. It's great to see that. Helen Mirren was pretty good. Lucy Liu was the real villain of this sideshow here, and I wrote it was like a Quentin Tarantino kind of fan fiction movie where Lucy Liu would be the ultimate villain in a all star cast, like the secret villain, right? But I'm so glad she did this here. I liked Elementary, the TV show with where she was playing Watson, but I just liked the first five. The sixth season was a waste of time. But anyhow, the movie starts off with the heroes doing what they do best. So you have Darla, you have Freddie Freeman, you have Mary, you have other people, the fat dude, the Asian dude. I don't remember. There's all the different characters, right? And they're all teaming up, and they do their superheroic stuff, much like you see in the one extra feature where the uh, Shazam talks to the principal, and you see the kids at the end of the little animatic. It's an animatic. It's like a little comic book feature in the Shazam DVD set. But they do the superheroics. It was a shame, though, that we did not see. There's all the characters here. It was a shame that we did not see Dr. Savannah. We saw Dr. Savannah in a archives because the big staff that you saw at the end, where Billy Batson touches the staff and becomes Shazam. And by the way, Oh My Diaz, I know that. You remember that guy, Oh My Diaz, the one dude with the afro. He's not called Captain Marvel in this movie, unfortunately. He's called Captain Spectacular or Captain Freedom, whatever he's called, but he's not Captain Marvel. They're still going to make a Marvels movie with, I think, Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel going to be in that. So unfortunately, he's not called Captain Marvel. That's not going to happen. But you do get some. So yeah, it's great to see this actress play both roles, and everybody else is back. Everybody who played the adult Shazam family is in here. There's a little cameo of because Darla. So there's a whole bridge scene in which the bridge falls apart. We've seen bridge scenes before in the Superman movie. I think in Man of Steel. Oh Christ. Oh no. What just happened? The power went out. Okay. We're going to do our best here, but the power just went out. Oh my. No joke right now. The power just went out as I'm recording this. Holy shit. Okay. Let's keep going. We've got full power on these things, these portable devices. Okay. it's they're watching us. We're getting flagged here. Anyway, um it's either Shazam or Black Adam or somebody shut the power down right now. Yeah, so there's a bridge scene. I remember seeing stuff like this in the Fantastic Four, in Final Destination. Um, where else? And other superhero movies. I mean, Spider-Man. So the whole bridge scene's kind of been done to death. I kind of rolled up my eyes about it. But then again, these characters are the same characters we've seen before. They're young, they're kids, they're exuberant. So they're like, they appear to be in their late 20s, early 30s, but they act like they're teenagers because they're kids inside, right? So you expect what you expect. But the opening scene where Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu walk into that museum and turn people into stone and take the staff from the first movie, the staff, of course, Shazam leaves it there. He leaves the fucking staff. So when you see Mark Strong as Savannah for a little bit from the end of the first movie, and they were able to comp in. So at the end of they put in the actress for the first movie and CGI'd her in that shot. So you're watching the archive footage from Shazam 1. She's comped in there as though she was always there. But that's just kind of funny about it. But the whole idea is that because that staff was not picked up, which you would have assumed, right? What ended up happening was uh, the staff was put in a museum. And then there's a guy. I did not watch the Peacemaker show with John Cena. So there's this kooky, idiotic millennial type dude that's like, hey, guys, be nice to each other. We got some warriors, we got some soldiers here in our museum, which is Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. And the same guy gets his ass handed to him, and they take the staff, and they're plotting an evil thing. Basically, the plot is that there's three girls, okay? So there's Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren, and a young actress. I think she's in her teens, not 18 yet. And they're three sisters, not unlike the three sisters of a Greek mythology, Wonder Woman's territory here, which is why Wonder Woman shows up. And these three sisters, Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren, and the young actress, they're trying to bring back their version of Garden of Eden, but they're trying to do it in a haphazard way. Helen Mirren wanted to bring it back in a peaceful setting, in a peaceful realm, right? Their secret garden, so their Garden of Eden, they want to bring it back into their realm, and both Helen Mirren and the young actress agree with this. Lucy Liu has to be a cunt face and say, no, we're going to bring back the garden in the middle of the city where Shazam lives, where Shazam and his family live. So Billy Batson's home is now turned into this like garden of hell with all these creatures that are coming out of these red. So it's kind of like these giant eggs from Alien, right? And they're all these mythical, dangerous creatures are coming about. That's the actress that's playing the third person. And this is Freddie Freeman's love interest. Jesus Christ, what kind of revealing outfit is this she got on? Sorry if I'm being a perv, we're gonna end it there. So Freddie Freeman has a very good he has a very good story arc, okay? It's hard to focus on everybody. You want to focus on Darla, but you want to focus on the fat kid. The fat kid ends up admits to being gay, which is fine. Everybody knew, and he thought nobody knew, but that was a good moment. The Asian kid didn't get to do much. The nerd kid. Mary's still Mary. Mary was drinking, so it's implied that she had these sunglasses on. There are these moments at the beginning of the movie where, Billy Batson Shazam tries to get the team pumped and ready to go for each. So he does like a coach Madden moment where he's pointing the pointer at things and trying to get the team like bolster the team morale. Like, okay, team, we got to do this and we got to do this. We got to do better from the last thing we did and do better this time. But when we see the beginning of this movie, they're in a rut. They're restless. They're tired. They're bored. They're falling apart. The thing that Mary points out to Billy in his Shazam form is that you want everyone to be together all the time. You want the Goonies to stick together, right? Goonies say never die or whatever. I don't think there's no Goonies reference, but you want everyone to be together. And she says, I got to go to college. Darla's got to grow up. The fat kid's got to grow up. Freddie's got to grow up. everybody's going to grow up and move on. It's not that we don't like each other, it's just that we can't always be together. And it's because Billy, from the first movie, lost his mother, uh, never knew his father. Went from foster home to foster home, and he never calls Rosa mom. So he has these issues. And there's a lot of family issues. I mean, between the three sisters here, right, who are thousands of years old, and then Billy here. There's a lot of issues now, and so I think there are a lot of corny moments I did not like, or that were typical I've seen before, like the bridge stuff. The beginning stuff was a bit cringe. How they save people, Freddie Freeman trying to get the girls. The whole bridge scene is a bit cringe. The whole I need a hero. Didn't they play I Need a Hero in Black Adam? I could have sworn they did that, and that was a different director. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, he turns dark in this, so it was very very good. I like all this stuff. His costume almost looks like Black Adam's costume. Um, this is the big dragon that Lucy Liu rides at the end. Oh, we are still without power. Everybody's flashing lights. I have to watch for everyone, make sure people don't raid my house and shit. We're still. I don't know what we're gonna do. Here is him again. Of course, there's the scene with the pediatrician, but the pediatrician points out that everybody hates you. Your people are shunning you, and he's just trying to deal with the fact that it. It's trying to accept the fact that I think Billy Batson at this point is. I mean, let's pretend he was 13 or 14 in the first movie, right? So he'd be like, they're almost 18. I think Darla, the fat kid, and the Asian kid are still going through high school. Uh, he points this out to Gal Gadot. We'll talk about that in a moment. So there's a scene in. Let me see. Oh, we don't see that. There's a scene here. There's a big old fight with Helen Mirren. It's pretty cool, and I like their new costumes. Some people, I think, Omar Diaz did not like the costume design. I like the costume design. I like both costumes. The first one looked a little stiff, and the second one was better. Um, so Wonder Woman shows up in a dream sequence, but it's a body double because we see Jimon. I'm going to say Digimon Hanso, the guy that played the Wizard for 2 movies. He's back for this one. We get no mention of Black Adam, but we do get a connection to Black Adam somehow. As I'll mention a little bit. Uh, the Wizard is captured. He's not dead as he seemed to be in the first movie. Um, he's imprisoned in this it's sort of a makeshift Themyscira, but there's only the three sisters that live there, right? Diedrich Bader made a guest appearance. Diedrich Bader, who from the Drew Carey Show, who did the voice of Zeta from the Zeta Project, the animated stuff, Batman animated universe, and he was the Batman in Brave and the Bold, the 1950s Dick Sprang tribute Batman. And he dies. He falls to his death in that movie. God, that was horrible. Let's see what else we got here. There's Zachary Levi again, and he did fantastic. I mean, this guy started out as Chuck in the show Chuck, and it was a comic book type of type of TV show. It was an action packed show, but now look how far he's gotten. I mean, now he's Shazam. Now he was auditioning for Freddie Freeman, the blue guy, Captain Marvel Jr., and he ended up being the original guy. And yeah, this bridge scene is probably the weakest point of the whole movie. But the fights later on, oh look, there's Zachary and Mary. Yeah, I think that was the right choice. Same director as before. He made the right decision in casting Mary for both parts. It didn't make sense to me when I saw that. There is the actor who plays Billy Batson. Um, yeah, I just like that part. Oh my God, look at that. Look at her. Um, yeah, I like the part. So basically, the dream sequence, he picks up on Wonder Woman, and then it turns out to be the wizard Shazam's head on her body, trying to tell him, "You gotta go and stop." Lucy Liu from taking over Earth and all that. Here are Jesus. Is that Darla? That's purple Shazam, not Darla, but Jesus. Look at all these actors. They're all sexy actors. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who this one is. Don't remember. That might be the same actress from the who played the younger sister. Oh yeah, look. So here's the whole family, and at the end of the movie, of course, the wizard Shazam no longer looks like a hobo on the street. Okay, he is dressed in blue, like just like this outfit right here. He's dressed in blue. He's got the the turtleneck and all that. I'm not sure if he's got a goiter or some shite, because he's covering his neck up a lot. Because I don't think you see his neck when he has the long hair. I'm not sure what's up with that. But anyway, yeah, that's everybody. So there's the actor who plays Billy. That is that's not Rosa. That's Mary. There's Shazam. There's the director. There's Helen. There is damn, what's her? Or is that Lucy? Let me see. Yeah, that is Lucy Liu. I think that there's the wizard and there's Freddie Freeman and all these people. I'm just looking at all these things that we're looking at. I'm looking at these pictures to remind me of the entire plot. I would have liked to have seen, because we saw Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind, the worm, Mr. Mind, at the end of the first movie. I would like to have seen them at the beginning. Even if it's like, oh, why couldn't we have had Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind for the entire movie? I think Warner Brothers would have been like, no, we need a new villain. So to have your cake and eat it too, we would have had who's that? Who's this? Don't know who that is. Different people showed up for the premiere. Different outfits. Look at these outfits. Better than the ones at the Oscars. I do not. Oh, I think. So there's a post-credits scene. I'm not sure this is the actress who was in Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad. But the connection, because I already knew. And also, the final battle with Lucy Liu and Shazam. When you see Shazam hurling himself at Lucy Liu with the staff of the gods, right? Quickly, Henry Cavill as Superman in Batman v Superman, just the echoes of that were coming true. And of course, Shazam does die at the end. He dies. And who brings him back? Who did you think? I mean, as soon as the wizard was talking about another god, we don't have another god. Yes, we do. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. So she does come back. And she was fantastic. She kind of made up for the 84 appearance, but I think Zack Snyder's Justice League did that already. And so, you see the scene that you see in the trailer, Stick to Saving the World kid. Hey, I'm almost 18. Let's go. He says, he does a little Hawaiian gesture, call me. And she says, Stick to Saving the World. So she disappears. She divas out, and that's it. And I didn't know. See, the thing is too, I didn't even know that the parents, the Vasquez's, knew about. The parents did not. The foster parents did not know their secret. They revealed the secret at the end. Darla does not swear when she says "taste the rainbow, motherfuckers." It's just like, she probably says "freaker" or "fricker" because the unicorn yells out. Let's see what else we got here for spoilers. There's a lot of spoilery pics in there. Well, I recognize all this stuff, and the scene and then I like when the mom says, what is it with my boys and older women? Because the girl that poses the one of the three villains in the movie poses as a high school girl that Freddie Freeman falls in love with. Freddie Freeman learns about himself too. He learns that it is important for people to stick together. And Shazam knew he was going to fucking die, and he did die. But, it was such a great moment between Zachary Levi and the actor who plays Freddie Freeman. Such a great moment. This is more Freddie Freeman's kind of movie than it is about Billy Batson. I feel like Billy Batson's movie has already been told. His story's been told. The only thing that was left for him was to reconcile with how he relates to other people. There's Helen Mirren. So there was a whole dome over the city to keep the Shazam family in. And Freddie Freeman was in danger. So many things happening here. Uh, oh, sorry. Oh, let me check out her. Jesus. Anyway, that's Darla. I think he plays the green Shazam guy. I'm not sure about him. I don't know. And all these things. Who is this? Who that? I don't know who that is. There's different actors who come and see the premiere, different people. There's the dragon. So yeah, I like this. He looks like a dragon made out of wood. He's the wooden dragon, but the acting for the most part isn't wooden. There's Westworld. So 8.7 out of 10 for the 1987. I gave it an 8.7 for the reboots of the Wonder Woman and Shazam. I have a couple of those comic books. George Perez wrote Wonder Woman, and I'm not sure who wrote Shazam from 1987, but that was another reboot with a John Byrne Superman. Um, as I am talking to you, we still do not have the power on, so I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna just conserve my power if that's okay with everyone. If this continues, I may not be posting for a while. Oh! Let's see. Holy shit! Oh my god! The power just went back on. The power just went back on. Shazam made it happen. I was secretly hoping this was going to come back on as my review is. Okay, now the review is over. If you like what you see, and this is good enough for you, you see those icons below and to the side, you know what to do.